Hi, I'm Naomi.
I'm Katie.
And welcome to Latch TV Gaming News, bringing you all the game news straight from South Korea. First up, we have some news about this year's summer split.
Yeah, the sun is out, the temperature is up, and it's safe to say it's that time of the year. Riot Games recently announced the schedule for the upcoming 2018 LCK summer split. The annual League of Legends tournament will kick off at 5 p.m. Korean Standard Time on the 12th of June with a face-off between BBQ Olivers and MVP. Games will run every subsequent week up until the 9th of August. The schedule was adjusted to accommodate participation in the 2018 Jakarta Palembang Asian Games preliminaries being held in China during the same month. 10 teams will fight in a best-of-3 series over a total of 90 matches across the tournament, all for the chance to secure a spot in the League of Legends World Championships in October. If you're a fan, be sure to check out the schedule on the official LCK Summer Split site to make sure you don't miss out on any of your favorite team's games.
Hopefully Blade & Soul fans have had plenty of time to play the Eternal Night update that came at the start of May, because NC has recently announced the new update called Celestial Dawn is ready to go live next week. Celestial Dawn sees the final chapter in the Cholmugo saga and gives the player one last chance to take down the corrupted Black Ram Admiral in a 12-player raid. The update also sees a new series of legendary Grand Celestial weapons for players to get their hands on, and a new augmentation system to buff your legendary accessories, as well as a new solo heroic dungeon called the Circle of Sundering. The Celestial Dawn update launches on Western servers on June 20th.
And it looks like NC has been equally as busy on the Korean Blade & Soul servers, as it gears up to debut a brand new class. Whilst it is yet to be officially named in English, the URL slug for the official website gives us the title Warrior and showcases a short promo video for the new class, as well as a look at its stances. As we mentioned a few weeks ago, the class differs from existing classes thanks to its vampiric twist, consuming its own HP to execute powerful attacks. The new class will launch on Korean servers in just 2 days on the 14th. There's no word yet as to how long the wait will be for the English version of Blade & Soul to be updated, but we'll be sure to keep an eye on developments and let you know as soon as any information is out.
Blade & Soul is not the only big MMORPG to receive updates this week. Bluehole Studios' TERA also received a huge update last week on the 7th. The new content is called Hero's Oath and brought a new dungeon, Antaroth's Abyss, to the table. Players must prove their innocence by descending into the abyss and returning unscathed, taking on a slew of new bosses and picking up a bunch of new loot and rewards along the way. The update also added leaderboards for dungeons and a new gear set called Heroic Oath, which can be upgraded from Stormcry gear.
Nexon's MapleStory is gearing up for its global debut by opening up pre-registration on the global servers. The mobile iteration of MapleStory is based on the original side-scroller classic and will soon be available for free download on both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play. If you pre-register, you can claim a special limited edition reward item including a Sky Bicycle, Kitty Word Bubble Ring, Cat Girl Label Ring, Plastic Surgeon Coupon, and Teleport Rocks and Respawn tokens. You can pre-register on the official MapleStory website.
It's hiring season up in Nexon as its subsidiary, Nexon Red, has recently put up some job listings for its upcoming title, Project G. Project G is a new mobile RPG project developed by the team behind the Legions of Heroes. The game will have a hero collection style mechanic and feature beautiful 3D characters. Project G has already been slated for global market release.
Gamevil has launched its flagship MMORPG Royal Blood worldwide for both Android and iOS. Royal Blood is Gamevil's first self-developed mobile MMORPG, boasting beautiful graphics and a classic War of the Realms storyline. Players can choose from 4 classes to take part in open field combat, co-op raids, and realm battles. As it is optimized for mobile, the game also features some autoplay-enabled gameplay elements. Royal Blood is available now on both Google Play and the App Store.
Despite a rocky start, it looks like Korean-developed MMORPG Bless is finally beginning to find its footing overseas, at least on Steam. From the Steam sales charts from May 28th to June 3rd, Bless came in second, just being beaten out by juggernaut PUBG. In fact, there were 3 different editions of Bless that made the top 5, the Founders Pack Edition, the Collector's Edition, and the Online Deluxe Edition. Despite selling well, Bless is still faced with a lot of criticisms from foreign players. Community sentiment is that if NeoWiz takes player feedback into account and addresses its errors, it could potentially really thrive on Steam.
And speaking of MMORPGs with a rocky start, it seems like the dispute between WeMade and Netmarble has been settled, and the former's mobile MMO Icarus has finally launched its pre-registration. The game is based off of the pre-existing PC title and allows the players to pick from 6 classes, including 1 new mobile exclusive class, to raise their flying mount, capture monsters, and engage in a typical MMO raid boss PV everything affairs. After successfully cancelling the publishing contract with Netmarble, WeMade is publishing Icarus M under their WeMade service domestically. Netmarble was scheduled to publish the game globally, so whether an international launch is still on the cards is totally up in the air just now. Fingers crossed that this game can still make its way to the West soon enough.
Contenders news last week kicked off with Blizzard announcing that Contenders Korea Season 2 will begin on July 4th. In the meantime, trials start on the 16th, so be sure to keep an eye on those games to see who will be joining Season 1's top 8 in Season 2. With dates confirmed, it looks like teams are still making some increasingly last-minute changes to their rosters before the tournament begins. After Detonator Korea released its Pacific Champions team a few weeks ago, its players and staff have been picked up by various Korean Contenders teams in the fallout. Detonator's main tank, Modern, has recently found a new team. It was announced at the weekend that he had joined his former coach Sungwoo at Meta Athena. Along with other new acquisitions Selly and Recry, it seems Meta Gaming is hoping the team can reclaim some of their former Apex glory and avoid another season like their last. Meta Athena also announced last week that their support player Disme would be leaving their lineup in order to play with BM Hawk. Disme hinted on his stream a few weeks ago that he would be stepping down from Meta Athena's active roster for Season 2 and concentrating on receiving coaching while streaming still under contract. Now it looks like he will be taking part in Season 2 after all, and likely making his debut with BM Hawk during the upcoming trials. It looks like Foxes are also down a member, as it was announced on Friday last week that DPS player Adora would be leaving the team. The official statement stated Adora was leaving to pursue his dreams and that they would be searching for a replacement. And it seems those dreams have led him straight to another Overwatch team. Approximately 2 days later, Team 7 announced that Adora had joined their roster for Season 2. And in what feels like a callback to the Kongdu glory days, Foxes recently revealed their new uniforms for Season 2. The baseball concept is a nod to their role as the official team of the Korean city Incheon. While not quite as iconic as Panthera's sailor suits in my opinion, I'll reserve my judgment a little bit longer. Apparently the belts didn't arrive in time for the photo shoot. Hopefully they'll arrive by July. While discussing the start date for Season 2, Runaway's manager Flowervin also announced on her stream that Runaway would be adding a new player to their roster. No other details were given, just the promise of an update when the addition was confirmed. After a disappointing choke of LW proportions at the start of the Season 1 playoffs, Element Mystic are putting it behind them and looking forward to Season 2. The team released a video on their official YouTube channel titled Redemption, covering their disappointing Season 1 finish, complete with morose filters, fade to blacks, and melancholy slow motion shots accompanied by a solo piano. Things perk up in the second half as they promise to bounce back in Season 2 and claim the title that many argue should have been theirs since day 1. A kind solo Element Mystic has subbed the video in English, so be sure to check it out. On a lighter note, last week saw a lot of off-season fun as InVen hosted an all-star series of death matches to celebrate Overwatch's 2nd anniversary. Each of the 3 death matches held across the week had a different group of 7 Contenders players and 1 popular streamer fight over a series of 5 rounds. Round 1 was a free-for-all held in Petra to start things off. Round 2 was a Doomfist-only Chateau Guillard, which was every bit as visually frantic as you'd expect it to be. Round 3 took us to Storm Arrow City with a Hanzo-only Petra, and Round 4 was MC's pick. Whichever name the host picked from the hat dictated the hero selection. The match closed out with one last Petra free-for-all, a chance for players to make a final attempt to up their total kills in the match tables. All 3 games were a ton of fun and definitely worth the watch. Even though they aren't subbed, you don't need to know Korean to appreciate a good 8 rising uppercuts when you see them. It's also 100% worth it just to see Deathmatch Symmetra in the pros' hands. Trust me on that one.
우리 아가들 여기는 오지 말라는 얘긴데요.
If you haven't already, you can watch the games on the Team InVen Twitch channel. All 3 death matches have been uploaded and can be found in the past broadcasts.
Summer always brings a ton of different exhibitions and shows to Seoul, and there's one that Kidults out there might be particularly interested in. It showcases high-quality artwork and figures from classics like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman, and Transformers. And the best part? Admission is free. The exhibition runs until the 30th of June and is closed on Mondays and public holidays.
As from us here at Lattice TV, we started updating lots of different news on our Facebook channel that don't make it into the weekly videos, so be sure to check it out there for new updates.
And we also have, as always, every Friday, our charts for mobile games in Korea. And recently we released a video about the retro game bar here in Hongdae, so check that out and visit the bar. It's really awesome.
And that's all from us this week. Bye.
Bye bye.